Welcome back to Losers Quest, where we have a special episode today. We all just finished watching the Xbox Games Show, or showcase, I suppose I should say, and we saw a bunch of awesome games. Obviously, the highlight was Halo Infinite. So we're definitely going to get into that, but we're also, of course, going to try to go over some of the other games that they showed us. A bunch of world premieres, consoles, exclusives. So yeah, we're excited as always. Yo, boy, Albie.
G-boy Bazaar.
And Rusty.
Yeah, so started off with Halo Infinite, you guys. First impressions. Anyone want to start this? Give a sick?
Just sick. Just sick. I need more Halo in my life right now. I'm not even gonna front with you guys.
Well, that's good because, if you haven't noticed, we're playing Halo in the background, so there you go, man. More Halo. Done. Any other first impressions? Rusty?
If I have to score it, I give it a 7 out of 10. For how I felt about it at the end. Yeah, 7.
Why not a 10? Or we'll get into that, I suppose. We'll get into it.
Because you can't play it yet?
Nah.
Yeah.
Actual like 7 reasons.
7?
Not just no, like not 7 reasons, but like an actual score of a 7, not like a I want it now. It's more like, you know,
okay, that's fair.
I'm excited. I love it. I want it. Though I have like some things are not the perfect thing for me. Yeah. But that's what we finna talk about.
Well, let me get this out the way. I know in the morning I actually watched it and it hit me pretty not so great. I was very negative about it. Rusty and our other friend got in the party and I almost got jumped, which makes sense because I sounded like I forgot what Rusty called it, but
a Halo hater?
Yeah, one of those online haters. I forgot the example you used, but basically I was pretty negative and
yeah, you sounded like those hardcore Star Wars nerds where if they see anything that's not the trilogy, they're like, they're fucking ruining Star Wars. It's like, dog, chill. It's not the worst
yeah, that's essentially what it was this morning. So I gave it some time. I said, fuck it, let me just chill out. I went to go eat, and I came back and then rewatched it on my iPad with better graphics and some headphones to try to get the full experience. And I gotta say, the second time around, it definitely hit different. It hit a lot better, and honestly, I was tripping out. Like, why the fuck did it hit me so wrong this morning? And who knows? I guess it was just one of those
Star
things.
Wars, ain't it?
Yeah, you know, maybe. I just wanted.
We've been hurt before, Halo 5. We've been hurt before.
That might be it. But regardless, it hit me different. I definitely, whereas this morning I had so much negatives, now I got a bunch of positives. But we're gonna get into that, and you know, we can start off with the designs and overall look about this thing. Anyone want to start this? What's your thought of it? You know, encompassing everything: graphics, designs, how things look, what it made you feel. What y'all think?
Well, to be honest, it made me feel like I need that shotgun more.
Oh, the combat shotgun thing with the drum clip.
We need that more. Like, let's get rid of all the other guns. Just give me the combat shotgun.
Just storming a friggin' banished installation with a combat shotgun.
Yeah.
In space, combat shotgun. Fuck it. I respect that. Rust, what's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, design-wise, I kind of dig it. A little simpler than what it's been, but I like that. I feel like they've been getting a little overzealous with their designs, like in Halo 4, Halo 5. It's like, I don't know. Everything to me looks a little better, just tone, not too like crazy, or not crazy enough in the right spots. And just the design of, like, you know, they brought back the OG Elite design, and I'm cool with that. Could have fucked up anything else.
Happy.
I'm just happy.
I was so happy. Halo 5 Elites. Yeah, they weren't the best.
Yeah, Halo 4 Elites, they were a
little slightly better, but still. I can't even choose between. They both kind of suck. I guess my thoughts on the whole thing. Honestly, it was amazing. The landscapes are great. Everything just like top notch. I guess the only two gripes I had. I guess it didn't look that bad, but it looks slightly plastic, almost like you know, the way everything was made and the textures. It almost looked like a matte, kind of plasticky. Not so much the environment, but what was set on it, like the structures, the weapons. A slight little matte sheen, and it almost kind of looks a little slightly toyish. It's not the biggest thing in the world, honestly. I am not gonna hate at the end of the day. I'm still gonna play the hell out of it. It's not a make it or break. And the other thing was like part of the environment. You see a bunch of these like little pillars. They're kind of like basically octagons that are elongated, and it's certain angles and certain shots. It reminded me a lot of Minecraft, just like these little blocky type shapes everywhere, and structures kind of thing. It makes sense because I was discussing with Rusty earlier that obviously the Halo rings are artificial, so these are not necessarily man-made, but in our expression, they're man-made. So all this is artificial from the land, from the mountains. So it makes sense that they have the octagon as like kind of like the skeleton of the whole infrastructure. So it makes sense that they're there. It's not, again, not make it or break it points. I'm still gonna play the hell out of it. And the brutes, oh god, the designs on the brutes. I think you mentioned it, Rusty, too. They're freaking amazing.
Brutes had probably the worst introduction ever. Halo 2, they sucked. They were run at you. They were like dumb monkeys. Halo 3 fixed the shit out of it, made them fucking dope. And I'm glad they're coming back. Because they weren't really in Halo 4 or 5, right?
No, they weren't.
Yeah.
But you gotta mention...
No, they weren't.
Halo Wars took him to the next level, at least in my opinion.
Hey, no, Halo Wars. When they jumped down Halo Wars 2, I was like, why was I not fighting this in Halo 2?
Yeah, making them banished made them hit a little bit more.
Even badasser, if that's a word. It's not a word.
Like, where were you in Halo 3? That's what I thought.
No. I love the Halo 3 ones.
Kind of
Don't take away, man. They were dope.
No, I'm just saying, like, they could have been a faction in Halo 3.
No.
Oh, I feel what you mean, but yeah, I feel like that's totally like after the fact.
I love the Covenant brutes because now you could compare them to the banished brutes. So
Okay.
I think you need one to appreciate the other.
That's true.
Okay.
That's true. Actually,
All right,
if you
I'll
want,
give you that.
It's like when I cheat on my girl, I need to
Wait,
cheat
what?
on her to appreciate her more. Because these new girls,
No,
they not it, dog. They hit different.
No.
Same thing, right?
It's the same thing, I
Cheating
guess.
on your girl.
We don't kink shame either, so cheat on her
That's
king.
what I'm saying. If that's your king, bro, I can't knock it.
Kang.
Cheat on
you know
her
what?
king.
On that note, I do want to mention there was at least one brute. They look kind of like the OG Halo 3 brutes. He was wearing kind of like blue armor. I don't know if you guys remember that scene, but it's one of the scenes where before he gets to that meets the first banished brutes, he's there chilling with his brutal armor and he shoots him. And I think it falls off. You know, like in Halo 3.
Yeah.
I might be wrong. I don't know if you guys remember that. Little small thing, but
No, yeah, because
there.
the more banished looking brutes were the ones in red armor that drop off like ODSTs.
Yeah.
And then you have the... Oh, yeah, but then you do have like some Halo 3 blue looking ass brutes.
Yeah. So still there in spirit. And I guess the last thing I want to mention, I think Rusty wasn't 100% on this, but I actually did like. But it's okay, you know, everyone has their own opinion. Obviously, though he's wrong, but don't tell him that. The Master Chief, I really liked his design update. I thought it was like awesome. It looks freaking powerful. Close second is of course the Halo Wars 2 Spartans. They, for the longest, they were actually my number one. They just look freaking godly and amazing. And then this guy came in on. For me, he came off more like a more streamlined, more like, I don't know what the word I'm saying. Just more like silent badass. But of course, that's not the only opinion out there. Russ, what you think about El Jefe?
For Master Chief, I think Spartans in general look the best in Halo Wars 1 and 2. The way they look stocky, giant, powerful. I find it funny that you like this one, even though he looks Minecraft blocky, in my opinion, to certain points.
You know what?
Too many square edges, and
I feel that.
yeah, I just feel like he does look like a tank, but the Master Chief, like George from Halo Reach, is like a walking tank. Master Chief
George
always
from
felt a
Halo
little
Reach.
sleeker. That's what I'm saying. And I always like, that's why I like the Halo War Spartans, because they have more rounded edges, you know. For fucking geometry, you want shit to bounce off of them. Shit's better. That's why they design tanks that way. But he does look intimidating, but I feel like to a different degree of what I want him to look like.
No, I definitely see what you're saying though. It did get more like that blocky sense. And I
Yeah.
guess that's what did it for me. Who knows? It just fuck it. I mean, yeah, dude. This is such like a specific like thing. But if you have any thoughts on it, Zaw?
No, my only thought was for the people who like haven't read the books and anything like that, who don't know what Milner armor is. I like how they explain like Milner armor is what the Master Chief is wearing,
Yeah.
and what makes it special is him, not the armor by himself.
if anyone else were to wear that, that's not a Spartan, they basically just kill themselves in there, which
Pretty
is
much.
insane. But yeah, two different opinions. Obviously, one's wrong and one's right.
Yeah, I think people forget that, like, isn't he a big slow tank? Like, no, the armor makes him better, dumbass.
Yeah,
Get fucked.
it's true. But don't basically what we learned from right now.
You literally
is,
said the N word earlier that I gotta edit. Now I gotta edit this. Literally.
Literally. Obviously, Albie's right. Rusty's not, but it's okay. He's an editor. He could totally change that. So,
Yeah.
be nice to your editor. Essentially.
It's just like, is Albie pro or anti Minecraft? I can't tell.
You can't tell. You'll find out when this comes out.
Yeah.
But of course, we have a bunch of different things that this Hall of design. I mean, we had a bunch of different weapons that they showcased. I thought they were awesome. The only one, honestly, I'll just get this out the way. The one I wasn't a fan of, and actually earlier when we were discussing this, I was put in my place because I didn't realize that the pistol he used, I didn't like it. And to me, it's just because it was so concurrent, something you could probably get now. But Rusty made something blatantly obvious that I didn't realize. You can take over.
Yeah, like, my man is tripping because that piece of shit is the Halo 2 pistol, which no one thinks about because that shit was ass. Like, it's a few times where you're like, Bungie, are you really into this? What are you?
The damage output looked pretty decent, but that I just wasn't digging it. Like, we're both. I mean, at the end of the day, we both agree it was crap. I mean, obviously, I just thought it was for another reason. We could just make it both. It's because it's concurrent, and it's because it's a Halo 2 pistol. But I mean, we do have other ones. Any of weapons that stood out to any of y'all?
The Mauler and the shotgun.
Mauler. Well, we did talk about the shotgun. That shit was sick. The Mauler.
Stood out
How
for
do we
something.
get that one?
It did not suck. It was just a Mauler.
It did.
But
it
would you
did
prefer
damage.
that? Would you prefer that one to the Halo 3 Mauler?
No.
Actually,
no,
seeing
no,
the
no,
Halo
no.
3 Mauler, no.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It might be on this map actually.
It's
Somewhere.
here
I
somewhere.
picked it up and was like, oh my god. Like,
So, the two words that I could describe the Mauler in like Halo 3 was vicious and deadly. This one just looks like just I don't know, like a blocky thing. Like you're holding a square and it's shooting. God, I can't stop with these Minecraft references, but you know what I mean. Secretly in love with Minecraft, I guess.
I would play Minecraft.
But no, Rusty had a perfect. He explained perfectly earlier.
Are we gonna play Minecraft Dungeons after this, guys?
We might be have to since I mentioned it so much. I'm sorry, y'all. What did I get ourselves into? But anything else? I mean, let's see. Another one that's, I guess, is just purely design. So this is extremely subjective. But that thing that was the second weapon he picked up, it was like that weird DMR type assault rifle. The only reason I say DMR is because the top half reminded me of it, a little reticle. In Halo 5, they have a bunch of variations where they don't have the sight, and that kind of what it reminded me of. Wasn't a big fan of the design. It just looks like that whole generic sci-fi. I saw it in what's that game? Titanfall 2. I say it in Call of Duty, multiple Call of Duties, and it was even in what was that zombie game we like to play? World War Z, that little SMG type thing. It still has kind of the similar same shape language. It was definitely different, but it has that same kind of shape language almost. But that's just my opinion. Take it or leave it. I think Rusty actually really did like it.
Yeah, I always.
The reasons I stated.
I always feel like the humans though need. I know that you like their aesthetically unique weapons, but I feel like they always do need some more human ones. Like every time I used to watch Banshees and shit, I'm like, yo, why the fuck does humanity not have jets to combat them? Then they gave us Hornets, which are cool, but slow as fuck. That shit ain't gonna fucking go with a jet. It's like a fucking slow ass helicopter. I just feel like there's gotta be some weapons.
That's true. That's true.
Slow.
Oh, and we have talked about this too, but I don't like the design of the assault rifle. It looks like it's.
Oh yeah, the reach.
Yeah.
Reach vibes.
Very reach vibe and very like it's not as clean and perfectly built no more. It's like now it looks weird.
Yeah. I mean, comparing it to the one I'm holding right now, I feel I can.
Like I feel this one does look like the future finished design. I know they do that usually to add more detail because the more complex thing, the easier it is to detail it.
Yeah, which is Halo 5. Sci-fi is detail apparently according to them. But anyways, yeah, I can definitely agree. We definitely need the humans need more like concurrent and I mean except for that pistol, but everything else yes.
Because I do like more machine gun variants like the saw rifle. Because I feel like the Covenant they got their shit now. They got the storm rifle, the spiker technically.
Yeah,
they got that. They got the 2 reach plasma rifles, like the big one and the like normal fucking plasma rifle. So I like there being options for soldiers.
That's true. I feel that, dude. And actually, on the alien weapons, we did have that new, what I think Val was mentioning. It was like that weird new plasma rifle type thing.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like a
Yeah.
brute
I don't know
variant.
what that is.
Yeah. So it definitely has that kind of same shape language as the other. Okay. Well, let's start off with this. That plasma assault rifle was trash. Not this one, but the one from Halo 5. Halo
Okay,
5.
like, ow.
No, I'm sorry. The Halo
Like,
5 one and
ow,
Halo 4.
my
They're
feelings.
I'm sorry. Trash, but this one looked pretty legit. It looked like a cross between the plasma rifle and almost like a carbine. And it looked like it put in damage. Put in the works. So, kind of excited.
Yeah.
I really
better precision. I think that's why.
Yeah.
I think that's why I like that other rifle. Not to cut you off, but I feel like the assault rifles and Halo haven't mattered much because their precision sucks ass, and you're better off using a DMR or battle rifle. And I feel like these you could probably pop someone at a fair like medium distance, and maybe win some of those battles.
And I think that's part of the design because if you saw the clip wasn't that high. It was only like 20.
Yeah, and if you saw the reticle
like,
too, it was smaller compared to like
so long range assault rifle.
Yeah, or like just better equipped to long range targets.
True, I feel that. Fuck it, man. Might have changed my mind, but we'll see.
Oh, I'm hoping.
Let's see how it
that depends if the guns do work like that.
That's true. But I think that's it. Okay, this is kind of stupid, but I really wanted to see a plasma pistol. We saw the grunts have them, but he didn't pick one up, and I would have loved to see it just because. I don't know why. I just want one, I guess. But yeah, dude. Any other weapons I'm missing? I think that's it. No, I don't think I remember any of the weapons.
I thought those were fuel rods, but I can't.
The fuel rods. Oh snap! You're right. I can't believe I forgot the fuel rods. It wasn't the fuel rod, but the brute. The dishonored weapon he picked up.
Oh, is that not what we were talking about earlier? With the red tree?
No, we were talking about fuel rods. I thought those were, when they're shooting like the blue lasers. I thought those were fuel rods. I didn't think they were energy pistols.
Which one? I'm sorry, I'm completely lost.
Yeah, I'm lost.
About. You just misread with blue for some reason.
Oh, my bad, jeez.
No, it's
But
okay.
no, when you were talking about like in the trailer, the Master Chief was like dipping and the grunts are firing at him. I thought the grunts were firing fuel rods, not plasma pistols.
Shit, dude, I have no idea. Maybe? Fuck, dude, I don't remember.
I don't even know. That's
Shit, I'll
why
rewatch it.
like they're the same like color paint. So
You know what? I don't know. I'll have to rewatch it. But regardless, my boy didn't pick one up, and he's super fire one. But that does bring us to the dishonored weapon. I don't know what to call it, but it was pretty sick.
you call that shit hot fire?
I bring the whole fire. Sorry, Chappelle.
When you say dishonor, are you saying banished?
I meant
Yeah.
I've been like, yo, like I'm trying to think of the Bethesda game Dishonor. Like, what fucking gun did they pick up near that shit? Yeah, I was
okay.
that's also like, I had to add. Yeah, I was like,
with my shame.
I was like, man, what Dishonor gun? Like I thought I just had my stupid sword in that game.
Don't clip that out. Just let me live with my shame. But
Yeah.
the banished weapon.
Okay, cool. That's where I got lost originally. I was like, man, picked up some Dishonor shit.
Man.
I was like, that's fucked up.
Did this one watch the wrong game? But yeah, the banished weapon. It shot these weird like red energy type things. I can't really tell if it was 3 or 1. Like was it a tri shot or just one shot? I don't know. But it looked awesome.
Yeah. And I see why you thought the bullets like they were tracking us rewatching it, and it looks like they just spin when they're going towards their projectile.
Okay.
So it might be
Okay.
that. And they didn't show much else, right?
They
Besides
didn't.
those?
As far as weapons goes, I mean, I guess since we talk about weapons, like when we talk about my how my boy uses them and how he moves around on the map, you know, I know there's a lot of Halo purists out there. I was reading a bunch of the comments afterwards and what I sounded like earlier today, but they weren't
Hate.
digging a lot of the, you know, obviously they want it to go back to the original for whatever reason. I don't know why. I
Well,
love the sprint.
that's what
I
purists
love
do.
the
They think it'll bring it back to the heyday, but they gotta see that shit has evolved. If they ever get rid of sprints, I'm out. I'm like, Doc, I
but,
can't be a
you
soldier
know,
and not walk.
that's true. That's true. But you know, I guess the only thing I really want to start off with saying is, I love the way the Master Chief moved in this game. Like, he basically weighs like a half ton, right? And Spartans are known to be agile and strong and they're fast. And in this game, he's got that weight to it. So whenever he's running, whenever he's clambering, whenever he's using that the grappling hook that he does have, and we'll get into it in a bit, you have that weight. It's very like it's proportionate to how he weighs, I think. So it's not like he's zipping, you know, here and there. It's like a fast tank running at you. I don't know what a good metaphor is, but I really like how he's moving around.
Yeah. It's like he is quick and agile, but it's not because he's as light as a fucking feather. It's
Yeah.
just because he's the bulkiest, strongest fool
Whew,
with
thank you, dog.
bulky armor at the same
Yeah,
time.
you totally saved me because I stuttered so much, but that's the perfect metaphor right there. But you know, some other things that I guess I did notice. We didn't see too much of it, but he did have a bunch, like some equipment that he used, like the shield and stuff.
Yeah. R.I.P. the bubble
Yeah, new
shield.
shoes.
I don't know if you guys,
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys ever really dug or hated those type things. I don't know. What's your thoughts on that? Just in general, I guess.
The equipments, I dig the equipments.
I
Dig
dig the
equipment.
equipment. I didn't like the equipment design, but I liked the fact that there was equipment.
True, but it looks like we're gonna get some more, so I don't hate that. I thought that shield was pretty cool. It's kind of like reminiscent to the bubble shield.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited, you know. And then of course the grappling hook. That was one of the biggest things I think that obviously that everyone is tripping about, and
Oh.
one of the biggest draws is. So what are your thoughts on the grappling hook?
I dig it. Like, I straight dig it. Just for like the aspect that I can pull a fuel rod to me and then throw it at someone.
Okay.
No, the
Okay.
fuel canisters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My bad.
Rusty.
Yeah, I don't like that it exists and that it's a part of the thing. I get why. Like, because it's open world and exploration and shit. It does seem a bit weird. It's always those things though, every new game's like, wait, why didn't he have this before? Or what's like, well, we got this technology to make it a thing now.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel that. Like, honestly, I was a little hesitant. The biggest thing was that I was scared that it's going to be a super fast-paced game. Kind of like, you know, the only other game I can remember that used to, well, actually two games that used kind of like some sort of grappling hook mechanism was Titanfall. And
And that shit was
they
fun,
didn't-
but for the game
was fun.
itself, which was like
Yeah.
wall running and super fast,
Yeah.
I don't think
That's what
it'll
I
fit
was
as well
scared.
here.
Yeah, that's what I was scared of when I first saw it. Like, damn, this is gonna turn into some type of game that I don't feel fits. But like we mentioned earlier, it has weight to it. It's not zipping around everywhere. So for me, it works. It works. Like, I'm still a little hesitant to see. I guess we should mention the reason why they probably added it is because it's going to be open world, and I think this is like one of the biggest, besides the grappling hook, one of the biggest changes to the franchise, I think. And literally make it or break it.
Yeah.
But that is where our hesitation comes into play, I think. I guess let's just go quick impressions on open world. Rusty, Za, you want to take over?
No,
I don't know
I'm
how to
not.
put this into words.
I'm not against it, but at the same time, I'm to see how it's gonna be done.
Very good point.
Not working. Oh, there it is. Give me my brute hammer.
It's okay. What about you, Rust?
Yeah, I don't dig it because for me, my best things about Halo is like when I talk to Halo or think about Halo, I think of specific missions and things that happen in them. I don't like that it's not gonna have that, but then again, it might the way the section things off. But it does look some of this grand scale. But you know, we'll see how they do the missions. See if there's anything cool, like you know. Storming the beach was always fucking the dopest shit in Halo 1 at the cartographer mission. But you probably can't do that like that since you're coming in already there. But I just gotta see how they do it, how the missions will work. I honestly don't need another fucking open world RPG in my life. And I saw that when there was a pause menu when he's looking at the maps and it has an upgrade section. Hopefully it's not too crazy. I don't want another Metrovania, to be honest. Like, there's enough games that do that. I like my Halo to be my Halo game.
Yeah, a lot more linear too.
Yeah.
I feel a lot of the sentiments you do as well. Like, at first I was like, I don't know, man, how this is gonna work, how they're gonna place missions, how the map's gonna, the layouts, you know. Obviously, it's a given that you're gonna be able to choose which missions to tackle on first, and I'm sure there's gonna be optional missions, like, you know, standard open world stuff. And I'm just scared that it's gonna get bogged down, or they're just gonna have a bunch of useless side stuff that don't matter or really benefit you in any way. That being said, I gotta admit, part of me was a little excited because I remember playing a bunch of these older games, and you run around a lot of these Halo rings, and there were moments where I was like, man, you know what? I wish I could see more of this freaking ring. Like, obviously you can't. It's very linear. The maps are enclosed, so you're stuck to your path. But now that we get to explore it, I'm like, part of me is a little happy, and then the other part of me is hesitation.
I did like the bigger missions with a lot of open sandbox, but it was partially because I get to just, you know, come back and explore them. But I'll see how this fits. Yeah, I just gotta see how it hits, I guess.
Definitely, dude. Definitely. We'll just have to wait on. I hope they give us a little bit more information down the line. But worst case scenario, we'll just play that shit and let y'all know. I think any last thoughts before that wraps it up. Besides our last thoughts.
Oh well, I do want to talk. I do want to talk about how the new pilot guy is gonna be like your forehammer and your.
There we go.
The voice in your ear.
First. Yeah.
Yeah.
You did not.
Wrong recording. Yeah, no, handle, dude.
Yeah, like the whole. I always liked Halo having like someone in your ear, like giving you your info and shit you need to know. It looks like it's gonna be this guy. Wish it was a hot ass chick as I picture Foehammer to be from Halo 1. RIP. Bless up.
We miss you, girl.
We miss you.
But yeah, he seems like a chill dude. He seems a little stir crazy from being stuck out here so long, and you know, hopefully he doesn't become too much of an annoyance, or I really hope he doesn't become like one of those like things where a cliche where like, no, I need to get home now, and he fucks it up, and now you got another mission to do because he does something crazy. Hope they don't make him that asshole, but there's potential because, you know, games have done that where it's like, no, we're leaving now. It's like, no, I need to do this and we're done. Like, no, and then he fucks it up somehow. Hopefully that doesn't come to be.
Like 5 more missions.
Yeah, like that's a little too cliche. So I hope that doesn't happen.
I'm excited though. Like, I guess we can put this into perspective. I guess the story is we got our asses kicked by the Banished. Did we cover this? We didn't cover this fight.
No.
Yet, right? We just knocked it up. We got our asses whipped by the Covenant. I mean, excuse me, the Banished. There's no Covenant. The Banished, and it's been 130 something days or so since we, in their words, lost. And Homeboy has been drifting in a pelican through space in the wreckage of parts of the ring and I guess a bunch of human forces for presumably that long, a couple months. He starts off clean shaven and then it zooms in and, excuse me, got like a time skip, and then he has a beard and long hair, so we understand his stir crazy.
Yeah.
And I think besides that, the other character that they show is Brood at the end.
Yeah, Bruticus.
Bruticus. We don't have a name. He's just some brute, and presumably the leader of the Banished in this sector, at least. Not Atriox. Who knows?
Yeah, kind of a letdown.
A little bit, yeah.
Brood against Maximus.
Who knows how long it'll be till we meet Atriox or even Pavium or Palladium. That's a big, really good boost.
Yeah, so I thought he was, his speech was, from what I gathered, was he's essentially got bored and he wanted to fight, and that's what Breezes do. They want to fight, so he picked a fight with the humans, kicked their asses, and now he wants to take on the Spartan.
We're not sure if, like, maybe the humans showed up and they were in this ring from the ending of Halo Wars 2, or it'd also be cool if, you know, he just got bored like some Brucha and he was like, yeah, I gotta go pick a fight with someone because, like, you know, maybe he got bored of waiting around with Atriox.
Brute gang.
So
we'll have to wait and see on that one. Yeah, those are the only 2 characters. I guess final thoughts.
Cautiously optimistic and pessimistic at the same time, but 10 out of 10 will punch my grandma for it to come out tomorrow. Because because I just want to play it and make up my own official opinion.
That's true.
Coming for you, Grandma.
Za?
Like I said in the beginning,
Hope she locking her door right now. Yeah, I hope she locking the
I
door.
need that shotgun in my life.
You need the shotgun in your life?
I
Alright.
need the shotgun, just 2 of them, and I can take on the whole banished arm by myself. It's coming.
Fuck, alright, confidence up the ass. I dig it.
Yeah.
I guess my final thoughts is basically up there with the rest, you know. I'm happy as hell. We're getting some more Halo. We get to see Master Chief come back. Hopefully they do him justice, like that last game that we won't mention.
ODST?
Whoa, what? No, what?
Oh, wait. Oh,
We just want some good story, and
Yeah,
we're not
good
gonna
story.
touch on it because it didn't come up. But hopefully the multiplayer feels smooth. Because I could
But
kill some
we'll-
time on that.
Yeah, we definitely could. But you know, that's that wraps it up. We're pleasantly optimistic. We're gonna definitely jump on some of the other games that were actually showcased in the Xbox Game Show. Well, we've spent some time on a couple. Like there was a couple that really caught our eye. Some of them we're just probably gonna miss, to be honest. But let's take a quick break, and we'll be right back. And we're back. Sorry, I had to wrestle my bowels in the toilet. Don't ask. It was messy, but we're back, and like I said, we're gonna go over some of our games.
You make it seem like you lost.
I don't want to talk about it. There's a lot of. It was everywhere. Xbox games. Xbox games showcase. So Rusty has a list, and he's just gonna go through them. Some of these we'll get into a little bit of detail. If you guys aren't happy with how much we went into it, you're more than welcome to do your own research. They're out there. Let us know if you guys dig some of these or not. Whoever's watching.
Nah, that
Or
sounds
you disagree or agree.
that sounds fucked up. Hey, go look them yourself, asshole. Nah, comment down below,
Comment down below.
and we'll
let us
talk
know.
about them.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
Don't like and
But yeah,
subscribe.
hit us up with that.
I wouldn't.
Like and subscribe. Hit us up with that first one, Rust. What's the first on the list?
Alright, so yeah, right after Halo Infinite, they went into a trippy trailer that I did not know was state of the game.
Me neither. I wasn't. To be honest, here, I'm gonna be straight up. All I know about State of Decay is a zombie game, and State of Decay 2 had a bunch of bugs plaguing its launch. That's all I know about it, and personally, I'm not too excited about it.
I'm excited. I'm not excited for it, but that deer in the trailer. That deer's in the game. I'm not playing it.
He hunts you, bro.
Like, yeah, nah, bro. I'm not playing it.
That should actually
I swear
be
he
hilarious.
looked at- She was like, swear up, girl. And she was like, you know what, you right.
Welcome to State of Decay 3, where the deer hunts you.
Yeah, I don't got much
But,
to say about this one either, but you know, hopefully it turns out good. If it gets like decent reviews or good word of mouth, I'll always try it out since it's gonna be on Gamepass, which so well almost all this. So hopefully it ends up fun enough for something to just have run, a little bit more fine to just have fun and do your little settlement with friends. We'll see what happens.
Wins. Yep. All right, what's
You
next on
can
that bad
depend
boy?
on
Alright,
friends.
these guys are tiny weenies and aren't really men, so they're not gonna talk about this. Forza Motorsport, they're not car guys. They're more into purses. So
They have purse motorsport.
purse sport. Yeah, I'll say. Yeah.
Purse sport.
That was terrible.
Get some purse sport up in this. Yeah, no, I didn't even write that down because I totally missed that.
I'll be honest, it looked beautiful because while that's actually in game,
It's true. I mean,
Yeah.
Forza,
Well,
they're
all the car games are always like the perfect thing to show off your new graphic fidelity, and this is no different.
but it's out there, folks. Someone's excited, obviously.
Oh yeah,
It's not us.
there's some car guy out there. It's like, yo, look at that traction.
Look at those wheels. Like, oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Like hell yeah,
Give us
bro.
up with that next one.
Follow. Oh yeah. The new rare game Everwild, which
Okay.
does
So
look hella
excited.
fucking beautiful, bro.
It looks fucking gorgeous. You're right.
There
And
is.
it's magical fantasy. When you're like basically badass druids, I'm in. Like this is definitely one that I'm gonna try.
Yeah, like no cap. I don't know what the hell the gameplay is or could be, but I'm down to fuck around in that world and all that movement they did to like invoke spell or magic and shit looked like some dope ass Avatar shit. And I don't know,
Druid
man.
shit, bro.
Shit, I know. I just meant like the motions were very like
Oh, yeah,
waterbender type shit. Not big,
Secret avatar game confirmed.
for real.
But I need Rare to start doing that, like going off the radar for like a full minute and just dropping beautiful shit on this.
That's
Yeah.
honestly,
Cause the weird thing is, I really wanted to be into Sea of Thieves, but I didn't really like their combat mechanics, and the fact that it was always like online, so people could fuck with you and you couldn't really explore with your friends and have a good time. Cause you could go from having a good time to getting crushed by actual pros in a cool minute. So I am hopeful this one looks just way calmer, more beautiful because of all the colors.
yep, I feel that, dude. Dude, shit. That's all I gotta say about that. What's next on the list?
Right on, right after that, tell me why. That little in sync for y'all.
Ain't nothing but
How dare you, sir? How dare you?
Instinct, the best boy band of all time.
Yeah, there's one direction.
I'm a
What?
fan. But tell me
Yeah.
why. Let us know what this is about.
Yeah, tell me why
Well,
it looks like a story interactive game, kind of like a Life is Strange or a Telltale type game maybe. And it's pretty much it's trippy. It's a mystery because I guess you're twins, and when you were younger something crazy happened. They show like clips of some weird monster demon looking thing, and then your mom looks crazy with a shotgun, so you don't really know what went down. You're revisiting your house, and you know, I guess it's just a lot of shit going on. I'm pretty excited to play through the story. Like I said, even if I wasn't Game Pass, I'm willing to check it out at least. Because, I don't know, I like those mystery games. And this one, you know, it does leave you a bit like, what the hell's going on? So I'm excited.
I caught that. I'm gonna have to be on the opposite spectrum of that. I was really not feeling that one. It just felt like a cheesy teen drama show, and I was like, ugh. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I guess at the end of the day, you always have to try things to really find out if it's good or not. But I won't play it by myself. I'll definitely wait for Rusty to get through that and tell me if he tells me it's good. Once he tries it out, then it's something I'm definitely gonna try out because I trust his judgment. Sometimes, not all the times.
Hey.
That one time, like last week. Oh my god, that was a terrible idea. But anyways,
It's just I like you said, I need to see more of it
yeah, I
to
feel
really
that.
make like a harsh decision on it.
I'm
play it on Game Pass.
I'm a big guy for mysteries, and I just whatever they got going on with the mom holding shotgun to the kids. Shout out to you, mom, for holding shotgun to me. I want to know, you know, what made their mom do it. What made their mom do it? Yeah, mine did it for sport because she saw that movie with the fucking dad from the fucking Parent Trap, where you know the most dangerous game is hunting humans.
Vente pa acá, mijo. Let me try this. Like, uy.
Yeah, I was like, "Ooh." But I want to see why their mom did it, and that's why I'm excited. Hopefully, it's a fun mystery and a nice story. But yeah, that's all for that pretty much. Because after that, they also showed some Outer World DLC, not to be confused with Outer Wilds. Outer World, the Fallout-like game, but Outer Worlds is the Fallout-like game.
Who would make that mistake?
Yeah. But
Yeah.
no one had much to say about that, to be
Yeah.
honest. But it looks cool. I might play it one day. I just haven't had the time to commit that kind of time.
Yeah, to be honest, like Outer World, like it's been getting rave reviews, and just from looking at it, it does look like a fun game. Obviously, I haven't touched it, and I can't touch this without touching the OG version, so it might be a while for me as well, to be honest.
I just dig it. Just not gonna play it. I tried playing Outer Worlds. Wasn't my cup of tea.
Alright,
Fair enough.
That's fair, man. Let's move on.
Yeah, right after they had the cinematic trailer for Avowed, which this one, we're going down through a list and we highlighted which ones we're going to speak more or less of. This one I highlighted green because out of all the other ones, it looks dope. There's just not much to go on. Like, it looks like some dope ass fantasy dungeon shit where you got like rune magic and a fucking sword, but I'm excited. I just want to know more about it, so I'm hooked in for now.
Love me some fantasy shit. And also, we should mention this was actually made by Obsidian, the same people that made the Outer World.
Not a world.
Worlds.
Worlds.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was like,
First.
see, I was right.
I was gonna let you die on that hill.
Outer Worlds. So obviously they have some great praise and they have experience with like storytelling and amazing games. So I'm confident this will be a pretty awesome title. Don't quote me because if I'm wrong, I don't want it to bite me in the ass. But this is on the internet forever, so it might just. That's all I gotta say about that, though.
All right, yeah. So right on after, like we said, it looks pretty cool. Just want to see more. But after that, As Dusk Falls. As Dusk Falls. Let me say it
I don't
right.
remember what that one is, but it's not.
It looks like
That one's like a 2D
like another
animated
narrative.
one. It's a narrative story, but there's actual. It's not like a video. Like it's literally just like pictures telling a story.
Oh, is it really? Did you look it up and stuff? Or?
No, I just meant from what they showed, trying to jog the
okay.
sauce memory.
That's true.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that painterly one.
I think John McAvoy's in it though. If that helps.
That sounds familiar.
Professor X?
Yeah, he was the new Professor X. He was and Unbreakable. Well, not Unbreakable. What's that other one?
Split?
The Unbreakable. Yeah, he was in Split. He's in a bunch of shit, bro.
He's Wesley from Wanted.
Yo, why the
You mean
fuck
James
is...
McAvoy.
Why did people remember Wanted though? Hold up. I fucked up his name apparently because I don't really know his name. But why do you guys remember Wanted so much? When we were talking to our homegirl Dawn earlier, I was like, oh yeah, your boy, he's gonna... I think he's in that. I think I saw him in the trailer. She's like, cool. I'm like, yo, Professor Xavier, he was in Split. Like, oh, the guy from Wanted. Like, yo, why the fuck is this thing so relevant? Why y'all remember Wanted like that?
Because we had hopes that it would be a really dope movie. It's not a bad movie,
It's not that good.
but it's also that scene where
I saw it
he
once.
tests out his boss and smacks him in the face with a thing. That's like
That scene
That's
was
why-
pretty good. Maybe
that's
that's
why I
irrelevant.
remember Wanted being young.
Oh no, I despise Wanted, but yeah.
That scene was
I'm
cool
probably
though.
in it.
Can't front. Because everyone wants to do that to the boss if you ever had a boss.
But besides that, I don't think anyone's really hyped about that. Well, we don't necessarily not hyped. We didn't toot
Yeah.
our horn.
Like if I eventually see how it's played and hear like, hey, there's a pretty good story here. Fuck it, Game Pass, I'll check it out. You never know.
True.
Could be like the dopest, steepest shit ever. Wait on
That's
that.
true. We'll see. But let's see what's next.
Right after that, Psychonauts 2.
I think Zach can handle this one.
To be
I'll
honest,
jump in after you say.
I thought Psychonauts was gone. To be honest, haven't heard from it since like the first Xbox. There's always been rumors that Psychonauts has been coming back, and then like E3 rolls around and you see no Psychonauts.
You sure might be high too, because I think it has been in E3 before this one.
Psychonauts 2?
Yeah. I'll fact check that, but I'm
Fact check it, because
pretty confident they've teased it already.
If it is and I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. Thank you.
Take that L, boy. Take that L.
But I'm actually hyped for it. They got Jack Black in it.
Yeah. Oh, that was kind of
I
cool.
wasn't.
That was
I
kind of
was-
interesting.
I was surprised that was Jack Black. I was like,
Yeah, well, he's got a band.
I know. It makes it weird.
Yeah.
But he's But I think they're gonna bring Jack Black in.
Well, he's a YouTuber now, bro. It's
Really?
relevant. Yeah. He's got like 1 million subscribers.
God damn.
He doesn't really upload anything and all his content's pretty bad. Yo, side note, check out Kevin James on YouTube. He's probably the best actor that became a YouTuber. He's got the dopest My Guy series. Love you, Jack Black, but your channel sucks compared to Kevin James.
Heard it here first.
Yeah.
But as far as Psychonauts go, I definitely missed out on the first one.
I never passed it. I've only played it before when I
I
was
never
younger.
even got a chance to play it, unfortunately. I would like to play it sometime. Now it's the perfect excuse because I'm sure I'll be able to play the first one relatively easily. Maybe Game Pass, who knows?
Probably. I wouldn't be surprised if it becomes
then-
backwards compatible and they throw it up in there.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I can jump
I
on
think it
to
might be backwards compatible right now.
Okay. But not anytime soon. I'll wait.
Yeah.
and see what's up with Psychonauts 2, and then if it's worth it. I'm sure it's gonna be good, to be honest. Like, it looks so fun and colorful, but you never know.
Also, Kevin James or Jack Black, feel free to collab with us. We'll get your name out there. Don't say please. This is like desperate.
I didn't say nothing. Okay, dude, I just gotta say, like, one of the ones that made me laugh the hardest was Kevin James when he was in the freaking on the toilet in the public restroom. Have you seen that one?
Public restroom. That's not.
It's the Joker. It's the Joker one.
Oh yeah.
That's
Okay.
funny,
Okay.
you see him,
Yeah.
like, sneak the little mic out. Sorry, I just had it.
No. You know what? I'm surprised you guys. I thought you were talking about like a movie scene or something, because I didn't think you guys actually looked it up after I recommended it. I'm glad y'all looked it up. It's dope, right? I love the one where the what's that singing one with Bradley Cooper?
Bradley Cooper. I
Become a
don't know,
Star?
but it's. Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah.
Oh, A Star is
Dope.
Born.
Yeah, Star Wars point that one. That one's fucking funny.
With Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
The Gogs. But anyways, before we go too crazy, yeah, what's the next one?
Right after that is Stalker 2, which people might have not heard of Stalker 1 because apparently it's been due for like 10 years. So we're saying it was just a cinematic trailer, if I remember right. So if they show more, I'm willing to check it out. There's just not much to go on.
Yeah, the first one definitely has. It's kind of like one of those cult followings. At this
Oh
point.
yeah, from what I was looking
so I'm
up.
sure they're excited. And I actually am interested because, you know, cult games always are quirky in their own way, and for it to have such a dedicated fan base, it's something that I think I want to try at some point. Not the first one. I don't think I'll be able to get through that, but the second one for sure.
Yeah, some games are just too old.
Yeah, that's all. I don't have too much to say besides
just
that.
a cinematic trailer. It's kind of like a Avowed. Interested, but have to see more.
Yep. Alright, hit us up with the next.
Yeah, right after that was fucking Warhammer 40k Dark Tide. Which,
Made by the same people who made Vermintide.
Yeah, when I saw their stupid little shark fucking studio name, I was like, yo, please.
So,
I need more of
just
this.
basing it off strictly off their Vermintide, we can probably kind of imagine what type of game this potentially might be.
Based off their history. Which is Vermintide 1 and Vermintide 2. Very Left 4 Dead style games.
Yep.
But hella fun.
And now, oh hell yeah, dude! They're jumping from the fantasy setting from their Warhammer series to their 40k, which is obviously super sci-fi. And I'm kind of down to try this. To be honest, it just looks fun.
Yeah. It looks hella dope. Hopefully it's hella dope. The only thing that kind of sucks is that it looks like you're fighting corrupted chaos people, which I guess makes sense because they're like zombie type people. Yeah, I was hoping you fight like they're the Tyranids or whatever the fuck they're called, because those guys are cool, and they were supposed to be in Space Marine 2, but that game never got made because you fuckers didn't play the first one. And by you fuckers, I don't mean my guest panelists here. I mean you fucking quote unquote gamers, assholes.
Oh, okay.
They do have a lot of races to choose from, and I kind of feel, to an extent, I know we play Vermintide, and obviously their whole thing was rats, but they do have like a lot of the chaos. So in a way, we already played.
Vermintide 2 had chaos.
They have, like, for example, they have Necrons, Tyranids, Eldar, even Orcs. So they have a lot to choose from, but we'll see.
But yeah, hopefully the game does good. Gets DLC with another race, or maybe has even more since this was just also a cinematic trailer. This one we're talking about more just because we know the studio and what most likely this game will be, because it even have 4 characters. Yeah. So pretty excited. Hopefully it's dope.
The boys.
Hopefully it's out by next year. I don't remember if they set a date. If they did, I'll plug it in right now.
I don't remember, dude. 2000. I don't fucking know. But okay. Za, any thoughts on that before we jump on to the next?
No, I need to see more. Like completely.
Gotcha.
And wonder if it's gonna be character based again though, because Vermintide was character based, which is cool. But if you ever bring someone else, and they're kind of stuck with whatever characters y'all not running. So I hope it's more. You could be any type of human, and because since it looks like you're just 4 dudes, hopefully you could just customize your helmet and the gear and shit, and you could rock whatever. Because you know. Yeah. That's the only thing I'll say.
Yeah, honestly, I felt lucky with the character I picked. But you're right. Whoever comes on late gets the leftovers.
Yeah, that's because we brought in our homegirl too. Shout out to Temptations. But I had to switch characters so she could play whatever character she wanted, just to give her the option.
Yeah.
And that kind of sucks though, because it is level based for each character. So hopefully they switch away a little bit. But yeah, Warhammer 40k Dark Tide.
Excited, but next one.
Tetris Effect, not highlighted because it's just Tetris. Fancy, beautiful looking Tetris, but
That Tetris is larger than like any other Tetris. That's the only thing that caught my eye.
yeah.
I'm just gonna say, and that's it.
Yeah, look, I'll say it. Tetris, you're
Go
fucking
ahead.
dope. Thanks for getting us here. But it's 2020,
You're right.
man. We've evolved. Like, there's other shit to play.
you got clout, but I don't, just
Yeah, you
just
did.
live in luxury.
You did you for the culture, and we appreciate that. But we're off playing other shit now.
But it's coming out, unfortunately. Well, not unfortunately.
Oh
but
yeah, I was
whoever
like,
loves
fuck.
it.
Like that.
It's coming out. Whoever
Sadly,
loves
that
it,
shit's
so-
getting released. Like, man, fuck, bro.
My bad. Wrong wording, but it's out there, and there you go. That's all I really
You
got
make
to
it
say.
seem like we hate Tetris. Albie, in fact, hates Tetris.
Not when I was young,
Not
but
clickbait.
nowadays. Not clickbait. Thanks, video. But hit up the next one before I dig myself more into a hole on Tetris.
The gunk.
The gunk. Okay, I actually am really want to play this game. It seems like a simple little adventure game, and it just looks loads of fun. I think that's all this really is for it. I'm sure it has an interesting story, but I think the draw for this one is just simple and fun to play. Not too complicated, and I'm just here for it. Like, I need more of those games in my life sometimes, You get on, like, Halo, which we're playing right now, and you gotta think about, like, oh shit, tactical, win, kill. And here it seems like you can just kind of, like, decompress while you're playing this game. But I could be totally wrong. This could be, like, the most complex puzzle game ever. But just basing off what I saw,
Well, yeah, it looks like
it's
Sunshine
interesting.
Mario.
Yeah, that's I didn't
And
even
it
think
looks
about
like
that, but
fun.
yeah, that's true. But that's just me. That's my thoughts on that.
I'm down for it. Weekly second, to be honest. I want to play it. I just want to know what's happening more.
Yeah.
Like-
Not a lot of context.
Yeah. I want to know, like, why are they on this planet? Like, why did they come to that planet? And what did that, like, gunk do to the actual animals? Because the animal looked very thorough.
Yeah, I feel that. It's probably
Like,
like,
I'd
some
rather
sort of
fight
like
that
symbiote,
animal.
evil symbiote type thing or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd rather fight the animal from State of Decay than that animal. That animal looked like it would eat you.
Oh, I don't know. That deer, dude.
But yeah,
That
He
thing
wants
had-
you, but
that thing looks fun. So yeah, hopefully it's a small, just little dope title.
alright, cool. What's the next one?
The medium.
Oh.
No!
Oh, yes.
No! You're not.
Oh, yes.
No.
It looks hella
So-
We're
interesting.
not talking about this game.
Nah,
I know
let's
you
preface
were
it by
talking to-
saying I'm not gonna play it, but it looks
Yeah,
hella
I'm not
fun.
gonna play it.
I think I'll be the only one to play it from us three, but I think earlier you were talking to our girl Temptation, right? And I think you said, or she said that you thought it was a detective game. At
Well,
first.
it is, cause
Strictly?
I forgot.
Strictly,
Yeah, cause I remember they first revealed the game differently, and I remember the name, but I don't really
Yeah.
remember it like that. So when this really started, it showed like some girl, looks like she got shot somewhere, and then you're like a detective, and I was like, oh yeah, like I said earlier, I like my mysteries. And then that game takes the biggest fucking U-turn ever.
So the reason I bring that up is because I literally thought the same thing as you did, and I'm actually not I like detective games, but I'm not the biggest fan like you. So immediately I was like, I'm gonna skip this one. But as you continue, it does what Rusty says. You can take over.
It scares the stuff out of me.
Yeah, I get
Yeah.
hella creepy.
It gets hella creepy. It's like, so I guess the premise is, for anyone that maybe hasn't seen it, is it seems like a very detective type game, but the whole, I guess their spin on it is, I don't know, it's like another dimension or something, but she has like she travels between two worlds, I guess our world and then like this hellish type
It's
Freudian
she tries to our world
world.
like the what's the worst that can happen world.
yeah, so
That's
I guess
that's how I took it.
I want to say hell, but who knows if it's hell. But it definitely takes like this horror, like this really mean horror twist to it, and I'm so excited. I like horror games. Shout out Alan Wake, Dead for Dead for Space, Dead Space.
Dead for Space. Wow.
I'm dying for the space, bro. Brought to you by the United States Army.
Dead Space. But I really like horror games, especially when they creep the fuck out of me. But I'm excited. I will definitely be playing this. I'll let you guys know how it is, I guess.
Yeah,
Since y'all ain't.
I would
Like, we don't
say
care, bro.
she is hot though, so good for her. Even with the white hair.
And I think we end with Cherry on top, right? I think it's the last one on the list.
No, next game's Crossfire. Fuck you.
Oh yeah, that's right. I don't have much to say on it. I'm not excited, but you guys can go off on that.
I'm excited because it
I'm
looks
gonna
like
give it a try.
yeah, it looks like a military. I don't I don't know what the multiplayer is or if it has multiplayer, but the story looks fun. Because I'm that guy who buys Call of Duty for the story. I play the campaign. That's what I'm about. And this fucking looks like it might just be a fun. I like a fun little military campaign here and there. I'm cool if it's 6 hours long. Still get my money's worth. And if the multiplayer is be dope, then hell yeah.
Plus.
Plus,
But we'll see.
I'm trying to figure out- Yeah.
No, it's a plus. Like it's a plus.
Oh.
The multiplayer is dope. Like in the multiplayer is dope. Like yeah, it's a plus if it is.
Yeah, but I
Sorry.
like I like short shooter campaigns. Titanfall 2, best
feel
one.
that.
Call of Duty Infinity War, whatever the fuck, the future one.
Infinite Warfare?
The future.
Infinite Warfare, yeah.
I
That
actually
one
really
with Jon
enjoyed that one,
Snow.
too.
That one was fucking dope. So if this is anything like that, I'm willing to put in that money.
All right. What about you, Za? I know you were kind of like hell yeah for that one too.
Yeah, I'm down for it because it's Remedy, and so far like Remedy hasn't made that many bad games. To be honest, they made Alan Wake, and then they made Quantum Break and Dramatic because it wasn't Alan Wake 2.
And Control, which got a couple Game of the Year awards, which I still gotta play. So they do have a pretty
Same.
positive track record.
Yeah,
So
I'm down
if you're
for
gonna
it.
give anyone the benefit of the doubt,
I feel that. I'm not. It still doesn't hit for me to be honest. But I'll try it if y'all try it most likely.
This could be Alan Wake 2. Yeah.
Dude, if it is, I'm gonna be extremely disappointed because it's a fucking shooter now instead of my psychological horror. But
This all could be Alan Wake. This all could be Alan Wake stories.
I mean, technically, it could be pending them. There you go. Yeah, it's all from the twisted mind of Alan Wake. But anything else y'all want to mention on Crossfire?
No,
no, I'm just hoping it's a nice little campaign story.
I feel that. But hit us off with Cherry on top, bro. The best
Alright.
way to end.
Look, the last one
three.
is Fable, and I'm gonna say one thing though. We're gonna react. It was just a cinematic trailer, and get ready to just speculate because we don't know what it is.
Yeah.
And I
So-
hope I don't hear what says or Albie says every fucking time Fable comes up. But he's gonna.
I'll resist. No.
We'll see.
I'm pretty sure I know what he means. But no, I'll try to say that if I think I know what you mean. You think I mean. But no, honestly, I gotta say this trailer, it is a trailer, so it doesn't tell you too much other than the fact that, yeah, Fable's coming. But I gotta say, it was such a fun trailer. Like, just the ending where Homegirl gets eaten by a frog. Like, dude, this bodes well because it means that they're sticking to the original Fable. Like their whole dynamic of being funny and goofy, and that's what one of the biggest things that I love about Fable. It had some pretty deep story, but at the same time, it was goofy as hell. It didn't take itself that seriously, and just that alone made it for me. I was like, yes, Fable's back. I hope. But yeah.
Yeah, Fable's weird
Psych.
when you really say it like that though. Cause Fable will kill your sister and your spouse, even your fucking dog, but still be very jokey.
Yeah. I guess it's that British humor. I loved it. I have so many fond
my Fable
memories.
2 game and killed my wife and then left.
Apparently that happened, and I have no recollection of this. Sorry for your loss. Someone take over, kids.
Can get back to your wife. Thank you.
But yeah.
Sorry for your
Like I said, it's just good to know that it is being made because it's been a rumor that Playground Studios the people that make Forza Horizon have been working on a secret project, and it's just good to confirm, yo, there's gonna be a
little RPG.
yeah, more Fable.
More Fable, yeah. Who knows if it's gonna be RPG? Who knows? I'm pretty sure it is, but you never know at this point.
It's gonna be a Fable racing game. This is racing chariots.
Damn, dude. You know what?
I'll play it.
Shit, it might be. I'd give it a try. Anything else you want to do with Fable? I'm just excited. It was
Nah,
like the cherry on top.
just mad excited.
Man, excited.
Mad excited that it exists and it's confirmed.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, if anyone no closing thoughts on the games, I do want to, just one shout out, or at least say that all these games, of course, will be available on Game Pass. And one thing that I wanted to bring up so we can discuss or just get our thoughts on it is like how this has changed our way of playing. In the past, we really have to make decisions on what we want to commit to because, let's be honest, we ain't rich. We haven't got that cash flow on us. So we had to be like, do I want to try this? Do I want to try that? And now with Game Pass, all these games are literally at our fingertips. It gives us the chance to try new games. Like it or not, we'll have that first-hand experience to decide for ourselves if it's something we fuck with or not. But Rusty, Zah, y'all want to chime in on that or just end it on that?
Yeah, two little things. I guess Game Pass is kind of like bringing back the demo that you don't gotta commit to a game because demos died a long time ago. I used to love playing demos for games. They were always available in the marketplace, but Game Pass is cool for that, to let you try out a game, see if you vibe with it. If you like it enough, try and support the developers, buy their DLCs or pay for the game to keep. And also, Microsoft did say this wasn't all their first-party studios, so they are going to show more. And there's going to be another showing later this year, because I guess there was a couple studios that didn't get to pimp out their shit. So, hopefully we got more to talk about in the future.
Yeah. And like it just changed so much. Changed the game so much because honestly, half of the games on the list, let's be honest, I probably wouldn't have tried. Like some of them might have been interesting, but there would have been others that I'm like, nah, fuck it. I'd rather play this than that. They're just more interesting. But now, like I said, we get a chance to try these out. And that's awesome. This isn't sponsored, although it should be. I just wanted to show some quick appreciation because that's pretty awesome. Zal, you got any final thoughts on that?
I need that shotgun. It just needs.
Zal needs that shotgun, y'all.
Hey.
But if anything, everything, everyone got everything out their chest. That's been our Xbox Game Showcase, and thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you liked what we talked about. If you didn't, well, if you did, there's a comment section. Let us know. We can always have a conversation. Do you agree, disagree? Yeah. Thank you for joining.
If you didn't like it, don't kink shame us, bro.
Don't kink shame.
Facts.